All right, so in this video, we are going to be solving equations that are quadratic in form, or I like to call sneaky quadratics. There's some examples right here. And so basically what quadratic form means is it looks kind of like ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, but maybe the powers are raised to a higher power, but it still follows this like exponential kind of form here, okay? So we're going to identify the exponent on the leading term and figure out how that relates to x squared. We're going to use a substitution called u in order to do this, and we're going to rewrite it into that quadratic form. So for example, if I wanted this to look like instead 3u squared minus 2u minus 1 equals 0, then what I probably did is I said, okay, this is 3x squared minus 2x squared minus 1, or u must be equal to x squared. This is now a quadratic function that I can solve, and then I'll back solve it using that equation there. So let's do that. I need two numbers that multiply to -3 and then add to -2. That would be -3 and +1. I did not mean to choose this fancy pen, but I don't hate it, so I'm going to keep it. All right, so I have a 3u, a +1, a u, and a -3. And so those are my factors. And so I know u equals -1/3 and u equals 3 are solutions to this equation over here. However, I know that u equals x squared, so instead I'm going to write this as x squared equals -1/3. and x squared is equal to 3. Well, you can't square a real number and get a negative, so this is actually not a solution. And so x only has a solution at plus or minus the square root of 3. Let's look at example number 2. Hopefully here you can see the quadratic in form even better because we have these parentheses set. And so I could make this u squared plus 11u minus 12, where u must be equal to x plus 2. If I need two numbers that multiply to -12 and add to 11, that could be +12 and -1. Since this has a leading coefficient of 1, then those are my two factors. And so u could be -12 or u could be 1. But remember, u is x plus 2. So x plus 2, -12. X plus 2 equals 1. And there is my final answer with no issues here about having any pieces that are not okay.